Hello, my name is G.W. Boon. From Huntsville, I played basketball at Spartan High School, and I went on to play at Boon University. Then I played several years in Europe, played in Slovakia, Spain, and Portugal. Well, I think that in high school, it was interesting because, and I spoke with Andrew about this, we started specializing already, and a lot of people think that in high school, and I guess maybe in rural areas, it seems like a lot of players, just because there's not that many people, a lot of people will play a number of different sports, but I went to a large high school, and so a lot of kids specialize. I played only basketball, and so I think that probably set me up for some of the injuries that I had later on. But I was able to recover a lot in high school. Then I went to college, Bucknell University. I had a few injuries, but I was able to play through them within professional ball. That's when a lot of the tough things happened. I ended up getting 4 surgeries. I've had 3 knee surgeries and 20 Achilles.
So how much do you think the type of training you did in high school and college and the early specialization affected you?
It was definitely overuse. Definitely an overuse injury. Basketball is very hard on the knees. You do a lot of landing, a lot of jumping, and it eventually catches up to you. It starts off with like tendinitis, a lot of uncomfortable landing, but they always push you through it. They always tell you push through the pain, push through it, fight through it. They're always yelling at you, and especially when you're young. When you're young, you recover a lot faster, but eventually, once you build that culture of always pushing through it, it'll catch up to you.
Yeah, I think actually you bring up a couple of good points there. That actually, in terms of tendon ruptures, you had an Achilles tendon rupture. 97% of them were tendinitis before they became ruptures. So the fact that you had that and then were encouraged to carry on and push through the pain, retrospectively might not have been the best thing. And that's the sort of message we want people to understand, that actually listening to your body and respecting pain and actually getting an opinion from a professional is actually a very important thing. And an opinion from a professional who actually understands growing bodies is actually a very important thing.
I concur. I actually tore my Achilles on my 3rd workout that day. Third workout that day, I did a weight room workout where I was squatting, and then I did an on-court basketball workout, and then I had another workout for a scout to play in Germany. Ended up tearing my Achilles.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Very, very tight. There's many stretches that I can't do. Just last night I was trying to stretch my quad, and I can't bring the back of my heel to my butt, as most of you probably could. I've been told that I have the flexibility of an 80-year-old by a physical trainer, and so I think it doesn't necessarily affect my quality of life. Now I'm only 27 years old, but I've been told that eventually, if I don't attack the issues now, that I'll be dealing with a lot of injuries, a lot of hindrances in just daily life as I get older. Well, for me, I got tired of my quality of life just being diminished by my injuries. And especially on the professional level, they really don't care about you. All they care about is making money. And so they put so much pressure on you. My first year, I played in Slovakia. I broke my hand my 3rd week. And they basically said, either play or go home. So I had a broken hand, and they just wrapped it up with some tape and sent me back out there. Another time I had a concussion, and I was just completely knocked out by an elbow. They woke me up, sat me down, and then told me the next day that I had to, or 2 days later, that they wanted me to play in the game. And so I had to phone one of my physical trainers in America to get some advice, and they were like, don't play. Don't listen to them, it doesn't matter. Your health is more important. And so I think that kind of wore down on me. And so my last season I was in Portugal, and I actually ended up hurting the knee that hasn't had surgery on it. And so now I have a small defect on my femoral condyle on the head of my femur on my non-injury knee. And so after a while, you have to realize that quality of life is better than advancement in this sport, even for kids. So when you put so much pressure on a kid, when you put so much emphasis on them winning and getting back, it kind of undermines the whole point of playing, to have fun and to enjoy what you do.
And you do work with kids in coaching, don't you, Gino? So maybe we just talk briefly about that.
Yeah, I coach kids, I train them, not so much on teams, but training one-on-one. I work with Vigilant Sports. It's a basketball institution over off of Oakwood Avenue. And whenever I see a kid limping or if a kid gets injured, we're done. That's it. Sit down, done, nothing. That's it. If you come in and you've had an ankle injury recently, we're going to shoot free throws, stationary shooting, you're not moving. I won't risk it. I had too many injuries myself, and so I've learned that taking the time to really get back and be completely healthy is completely worth it. Because I know I talk a lot, I'm sorry. But one of my knee injuries, I had an arthroscopic scope in Slovakia. And I decided to come back after 6 weeks. I wasn't quite ready. And so maybe 2 weeks after coming back, I hurt my knee again. And I mean, it's just not worth it. If I would have taken my time, I think I would have extended my career maybe 7 more seasons.